Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's questions come to us from a sort of digital chain letter we received from the horror guru. All of these questions relate to cinematic horror in some way or another. Now, my expertise in that particular field drops off rather sharply at around 1937, so I thought to seek some outside support. First, I thought I would ask Mr. Kessler, my assistant, but he informs me that after a decade of being married to a non-horror fan and now being a stay-at-home father, he has not exactly kept au courant in the field. But he referred me to his 22-year-old unmarried self, Lehman Tarpley, and that is precisely what we have done. Mr. Tarpley, welcome to the program.
Hi there, Mr. Lovecraft. This is a real treat, so fire away.
All right, what is the first horror movie you remember watching?
Oh, okay, so this is going to be hard, because I feel like I remember distinctly watching the little bits and snippets from Friday the 13th when I was really, really little, but the first, full-length movie I saw was probably Gremlins. Although I also remember watching this thing called, I think, Brain Drain on the Friday the 13th TV show, and that really sits that was the first real, scary horror thing I remember, watching and, absorbing. So, I'm going to go with that one.
What is your favorite horror movie?
Oh, can you come back to me on this one?
Okay then, what is your favorite horror movie genre?
Is cheesy 80s a theme? Is that a genre that I could go for? Because that's really what I like, right? I'm not super into specifically Asian horror or ghost horror. Really don't like torture porn or anything like that. So I don't know. I just like the really ridiculous stuff, like Night of the Demons and Critters and just fun, goofy movies.
And what genre scares you the most?
Oh, whatever those type of movies that Kirk Cameron and Kevin Sorbo make now.
What was the last horror movie to actually scare you?
I don't know if it actually scared me, but the scene in a movie that most disturbed me has probably been the Kiss for Daddy scene in House of a Thousand Corpses. That really bothered me on a lot of levels. So probably that one.
Who is your ultimate scream queen?
Bruce Campbell. Obvious.
What is a concept you would like to see in horror?
I kind of like to see a lot more cultures represented, and not in a sort of appropriated way, but I don't know, I'm from West Africa, so I'd love to see Nigerian horror. I mean, and Nollywood is definitely its own thing right now, but I'd like to see that bigger and more expanded, and just things you don't normally see. I think that would be really cool, and kind of what stories could come out of that.
What is your favorite on-screen kill?
Oh, that would definitely have to be in Leprechaun in Space, when the leprechaun erupts out of the dude's junk like in Aliens and says, "Remember, kids, always use a prophylactic."
What is your favorite horror franchise?
It's probably the Evil Dead movies. I mean, probably, yeah. They were a lot of fun. There's ones that I kind of grew up on, and now with the TV show coming out, I feel like, all of our loyalty has been rewarded. Also, the second video game was really cool. Not the first one, but the second one where you actually have a taunt button with a bunch of pre-recorded Bruce Campbell taunts. That alone wins it this award.
Who is your favorite horror director?
Probably going to be Sam Raimi. Again, I really like the Evil Dead movies. I really think that they show a lot of different styles and a lot of fun, complicated, and yet silly sort of approach to movies. And I mean, and he's a great filmmaker in a lot of other ways. And I think that I don't know, I'd probably Sam Raimi.
Returning back again, what is your favorite horror movie?
Okay, so now that I had a chance to think about this, I think, man, this is still really hard. I really want to say Prophecy, because Christopher Walken's Prophecy is just amazing. It's the greatest B movie ever. In fact, you can hear future me talk about this with the guys over at Miskatonic Musings, and so that's definitely. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tag the Miskatonic Musings guys, Charles and Sean. I'm gonna tag them for this, so when this is all done, it's their turn to answer these questions. How do you like them apples? But getting back to the question, I feel like I have to mention Cemetery Man. the Rupert Everett Italian horror movie, if for no other reason than I feel like I can date my life by before and after I saw that movie. Like, it is my BC-AD crossover. Lehman going like into that movie was not the same Lehman who walked out of it. There was just something so strange and dark and sexy and just mind-blowing about it. So yeah, I'm going to say Prophecy and Cemetery Man. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Mr. Topley. I certainly hope you make much better future life decisions.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, and have a blocktastic day.
As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.